Welcome to the Somewhat Original Podcast. That music was done by Drake and Daniel.
You didn't even help me with that, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. I wanted to embarrass
Taco,
you
taco.
guys.
It was way too perfect the way that it was. There was really nothing you could have done to make that any better.
Yeah, I practice it, you know?
And Dan is back again.
Hey!
Returning guest star, Dan.
I'm excited to be here, y'all.
Damn.
Did you know that you're a guest star?
Oh, that's awesome. Do I get, like, am I going to be in the credits? Like,
Yeah.
maybe-
No.
All proceeds will go to you for this episode.
Sweet.
All 0 cents.
All 0 cents.
Zinger.
And our weird sponsor of Age of Empires now.
Yeah, Age of Empires. Buy now on PlayStation 4, Xbox, Steam, and Nintendo Switch.
Are they on all those systems?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
You just totally
Sweet.
made that up. You don't know that.
I know that.
I'm pretty sure they are on those systems, though.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not.
I don't know. What's the
Oops.
appeal of that game, by the way? I don't get it.
It is a very strategic, like, war game. You have to plan out your troops and everything, and you have to protect your place too.
Does
the
it
same
happen
time.
throughout parts of history? Like it can, or is that a different game?
That one, you start out in like the
Stone Age,
Stone Age, and you
right?
like progress up.
I wasn't as big into that one as I was into
Oh.
Civilization, so I
Oh,
can't speak.
Civilization.
Tanner's going to be the one who knows.
I'm
more
gonna
about
be
that one.
honest. They're all the same to me.
So Civilization though
Wow.
is more.
Can we even be friends anymore?
Probably not.
I was gonna say Civilization is more of like a turn based.
Yeah, it's turn-based.
So like you move certain pieces, and then it goes to the next person, and they move their pieces.
So
and
it's
the
like
next
Fire Emblem.
But it starts
That's
out
what
at
it is,
the
right?
beginning
Yeah.
of
Fire Emblem.
like Civilization, pretty much. Like you're
Okay.
starting out very beginning.
So and then Age of Empires is just like you're fighting other people.
It's more like war tactic focused,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Interesting.
It's more everyone's going all at once.
So when the
Yeah.
apocalypse happens, you guys are gonna have a leg up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much.
I mean,
Oh.
I was ready for that anyway,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I got
Kind of been
myself
training
to-
for this our whole lives, pretty much.
Right.
But they are fun games, even though you don't think so.
It's just not for me, I guess.
Yeah, it isn't. So don't play them.
Oh, okay. Like, whoa, hold on.
Awkward.
Just as the same as anime.
No sponsorship for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Anime is not for me. So,
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I won't
I
watch
don't
it.
know. If you tried it, you'd like it. I'm telling you. Death Note.
You would Death Note or One
You too.
Punch Man? Question mark.
Anime? You're telling me I need to?
One Punch Man sucks though.
One
Do you
Punch
like that
Man's
one?
Awesome. I love One Punch Man.
Okay, interesting. Even you would like Death Note. I mean, that's some
Everybody
high
loved
quality
Death Note.
writing there. Honestly, you just gotta suspend some
think so.
disbelief.
Tanner
a little
doesn't think
bit.
so.
Well, what does he know?
Watch the first 5 episodes.
He
and
watches
prove us wrong.
Animaniacs.
Who's got to?
He watches Animaniacs. Is that what you're saying?
It's a good show.
It's a very good show.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yikes! Shots
so,
fired.
what's new with you, Tanner? Anything besides your crib thing?
Well, I mean, they do have a crib in the room now, because I actually am going to have a child.
Bum, 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 bum.
Didn't we say this before?
I think we have.
Have I?
I don't know.
I
don't
can't
know.
remember.
Well, if not,
Which will be
Ba,
awkward.
ba, ba, ba.
Yeah.
For you
Few
new
episodes.
listeners, now you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
We are having a child, and now we do have a crib in this room where we are recording podcasts.
I'm practically sitting in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a mattress, so it's not very comfy. But yeah,
So when's the due date? Like November? or something?
November 19th is the due date.
Sweet.
Are you getting
Alright.
anxious or what?
Not as anxious as my wife wants me to be, I think.
Oh,
Oh, really?
well,
Not as anxious as my
You
wife.
have plenty of time to get anxious about it.
if I know anything about you, you're pretty even keeled, so nothing really bothers you too much.
No, I feel like I'm pretty chill, and I mean, I had the conversation with my wife, and yeah, she seemed a little unhappy that I wasn't as worried. But,
like,
that's
I
just
mean, you
how
get the
I
easy
am.
job, so
Yeah,
you
I
have
get
nothing
the
to worry
easy
about.
job. I think I'll be more worried when I see her in pain,
Ugh.
delivering the baby
Yeah.
and
Yep.
stuff like that. So
Goes back to health class. Health class sucks, dude.
Good old
Reminds me
health
of that Miracle of Life video that it just scarred me ever since. And I remember coming home and being like, that's what happened.
I don't know. I
It was
liked
horrifying.
it. 10 out of 10.
Really?
Would recommend.
Yeah. I wonder what it has for IMDb. Don't look it up though.
I won't. I'm not gonna look at
You
it.
want to know the Rotten Tomatoes score
Yeah,
on that one?
the Rotten Tomatoes score.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
Although thinking of it makes me think of when Jeff Foxworthy says about it. He says it looks like a wet Saint Bernard's trying to get through the cat door.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
That escalated quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Now
That was
that
what
you
Jeff
all have that
Foxworthy
mental
said,
image in your head.
And it made me laugh, so that's all I care about.
Holy
For those of you
crap.
who are still with us,
Yeah. Those of you that didn't turn it off after that.
Why?
This is gonna be a somewhat geeky episode.
Ooh.
We
Somewhat geeky special.
Special, yes. Especially because we have a special star with us here.
Ba-ba-bum.
He is a star. And, just to tie it in, we're going to talk about Star Wars.
Oh,
So,
wow. That was
Hey.
sick.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be
It was
talking
It was
about
pretty tricky.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which hopefully everybody's seen by now, so that the people
Yes.
out there,
yeah.
if
If you,
Spoiler warning.
yeah,
right now.
spoiler warning is
It's
now.
been like 6 months, so people.
I know, I'm hoping, but
if you're
you
going
just
to
never
see
know.
and it's on Disney Plus. So
And it's
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Disney
everyone
Plus.
owns Disney Plus.
But you still need to you still need to say something. So
Yeah.
spoiler warning.
Yep,
Moving
the
forward.
spoiler warning is here.
Because we're gonna go deep.
Yeah. So first off, let's start off with that bad boy Palpatine. There.
Yeah,
Sheevy boy.
Yeah, Sheev, as his first name is.
as he's known to his friends.
Yeah, as he's like Daniel over here,
Yeah.
man.
Me and Sheev go way back.
Yeah, they're tight.
I'm gonna be honest, like that when they showed him as like a zombie, I was like, that's pretty sick. I actually liked it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it kind of destroys Return of the Jedi.
yeah, more than kind of.
It destroys
Beca-
all of
well,
them.
because like the whole prophecy is that he,
Balance,
Anakin,
balance to the force.
yeah, brings
Yep.
balance to
Yeah.
the Force by destroying the Sith.
Yeah.
And so Sith are destroyed, but come to find out, he's been alive for 30 years.
Psych retcon.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I mean, it sounds pretty definitive, the prophecy with Anakin.
Yeah, I'm
right?
with you. Yeah.
So it's kind of weird, but when we saw the trailers, they said he's going to come back, so I was like, I'll be interested to see how they do it.
Mhm.
But Zombie Palpatine looked pretty sick. I liked him.
How did you feel about like miniature little clones of
of
Snoke?
Snoke.
Of Snoke, yeah, the Snoke clones,
Like
in
It's
test
kinda-
tubes or whatever. Was
it's
going
weird
on.
Yeah.
because Snoke, why even create a different face like that? I feel like they didn't really have that planned. Like,
I
they killed-
completely
That's-
agree. I feel like it was very much
That
not
was
planned.
that's entirely the
Yeah.
point. Is Disney did not have
You
a
know,
plan.
they got
Yeah.
they got to the end of that episode and they were like, ugh, now we got to tie everything up in one big shot.
Well,
What are we
yeah,
gonna
they were
do?
like, we just killed the big bad guy because Ryan Johnson felt it was a good idea to subvert expectations just for the sake of doing
It was a shocker
so.
in that moment, but
Mhm.
then I think we all kind of realized it was a bad move after it
Like,
happened.
what are they gonna do?
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciated what he was trying to do, and
Yeah.
what he was trying to do was make what's his face, Kylo Ren, the bad guy.
Right, yes, that's true.
But then J.J. Abrams was like, nah.
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine is the bad guy.
The movie, like Rise of Skywalker, basically retcons anything that was in Last of Jedi, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's weird, but at the same time, I'm gonna be honest. That movie's the best out of the sequel trilogy, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah.
Tanner, what are your thoughts? We haven't heard from you.
Yeah,
You're
it's
just
kinda
this
silent.
is the problem. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to all the deep
Tanner
stuff that
just
you guys
likes
are talking
Star
about.
Wars.
I
But
just-
you liked
I
you liked the
genuinely
movie.
like Star Wars. That's just what I am.
He liked Solo.
I did like.
I
Solo.
did too. I actually
wasn't
did too. It wasn't.
bad.
It was not amazing, but I
Okay.
liked it.
But let me ask you this. I feel like it would be better if it wasn't a Star Wars movie.
I think it would have been better if it was anyone but Han Solo.
That too.
Like if
I
we had
think
Obi
it was
Wan
a
or
good
Boba
movie
Fett.
for Star Wars. I liked how they
But listen.
portrayed Han Solo. and
Listen,
everything.
here's the thing. They answered questions I did not need an answer to.
Well, you didn't, but maybe I did.
Okay,
Did you ever
you-
think of me? You
Tanner-
never think about me.
You,
It's not,
Okay.
This is not all about you, Drake.
This is a somewhat emotional
wow.
podcast.
Yeah. Jeez. deep cuts here. No, like I didn't need to know his name was Solo. Like the
Or
reason
how he got that name.
it's like I just assumed that's his name. I don't need to be told that. It's not like Skywalker. You know, they're like, well, whoa, that guy's walking. Oh shoot!
He's ranting,
his
guys.
emotions are running so high right now.
That
He
guy.
has thrown his mic all
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the place.
That guy's walking in the sky. Wow, that must be his last name. Like it's on that same amount of like weirdness. And also, may I say, I didn't need to hear the Imperial March at that whatever it was, the space. I don't know what it was. It was like a space airport where he tells him like, "Oh, you're Solo."
In that same scene, yeah.
But it kind of like breaks the fourth wall. Like, okay, so you're telling me in propaganda for the Empire, there's the Imperial March. Like they know the Imperial March.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that scene.
I
interesting.
did not think of it that way.
That's
I
ridiculous.
didn't think of it that way, Drake.
That's like
Yeah.
if in Jurassic Park, they were just playing the music the whole time.
Yeah, in the car on the radio
Yeah.
thing as they're driving through the park. Okay.
Anyway,
But hang on, yeah, because we actually started somewhere else.
yeah. And,
Can I just make a
wait,
note that before we started recording, I thought I was going to be the one ranting about because I hate the sequel trilogy. I hate it, but Drake has been the one that's ranted more than me.
Well, sorry, I just have
Well, now it's your turn to rant, Daniel.
Gosh dang it, Palpatine ruins everything.
And I'll sit back in my corner again and not say anything as you guys ask me a question and then you start ranting. So
Well,
I like it.
Sorry,
I don't even remember what you guys asked me. So,
I have no idea.
other than what my
Usually,
thoughts
it was
were.
just it was just like a did you like the Rise of Skywalker?
I liked it. Yes.
What are your thoughts though of
The
Palpatine?
Palpatine thing. I mean, I like the concept, but I feel like they came about it in a really rushed way. I was one of those people who I wanted a little bit more of an explanation. I went to that movie because it was sort of they kind of let that go beforehand, right? We knew who the villain was going to be going into the movie, and the question that I had was how, and they really didn't answer it.
I'll tell you how they answered it. They just said
Read the books.
the no,
Well, they did. No, that's
They
true.
did.
Well, they said the dark side is a path to unnatural.
Many unnatural abilities.
Well, and for me,
kids?
Not from a Jedi.
And for me, that was enough. Honestly, I was like, okay, cool. He's a zombie. That's fine.
Huh. Just like how it was enough for me to hear how Han Solo got his
Okay,
name.
whatever. So, Rise of Skywalker, huh? But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of rushed because it was like in 15 minutes they were like, oh, by the way, here's the big bad guy.
Yeah, and like, hey, by the way, the biggest question that you came into this movie with, we're not even going to answer it. Like that. That was I feel like they kind of owed that to us. If you're going to completely go back and undo what happened in Return of the Jedi, you owe us something. You know, that's how I felt about it. Still a good movie. I still liked it.
I did.
But the Palpatine thing did bother me.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie, but I liked it more than Last Jedi.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
I don't know.
Daniel.
From my point of view, I feel like the
He's
Jedi
calling all
are
of us
evil.
that.
Just kidding. I already made that joke. I apologize. But from my point of view, I feel like the fact that they brought back Palpatine kind of ruins Anakin Skywalker's whole arc.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like in the
because
in
he
the prequel trilogy,
was redeemed.
Yeah, the prequel trilogy is his story about him falling, and then the original trilogy is his family redeeming him, like you said, Drake.
Yeah.
And now it's like Disney was like, actually, we're going to continue this without anyone really knowing or understanding.
I honestly don't think they gave that much thought to it.
No.
They were just like, let's have another big bad. Let's have him come back. That'll be
That's
cool.
the problem is that they didn't give a lot of thought to it.
And I think another
It's
thing,
unfortunate.
Yeah,
It is,
I think
yeah.
another thing too is that these executives, these people are saying to rely too much on books or comics.
Yeah.
And
On outside media, you got to be a part of the
Exactly.
universe.
And I feel like that's dangerous, for future movies, because it's like I'm not going to get
Well-
all the answers from just the movies. I'm going to have to.
From what I understand, they're done with the Skywalker quote unquote saga, as they call it. So I don't think we're even gonna get any questions answered. Which
because there's more still.
yeah, well,
There's
may
some
I
more.
skip?
I'd agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I skip very much farther in the movie
Yeah.
with the ending?
Yeah.
I think the movie is called Rise of Skywalker, right? If Ben Solo hadn't died and he and Rey got married, that would have been the way to end it. And then she would say, someone comes up and says, "What's your name?" Oh, Skywalker.
Solo.
Yeah, well, whatever, But like essentially, their kids would be Skywalkers, and it would make much more sense than like.
Yeah.
And I kind of hate that they like put Luke and Leia at the end as Force ghosts to be like, it's okay. Yep. And
We're here to sign the Force adoption papers.
yeah, and we can't really like
Because
criticize.
we can actually hold inanimate objects now. 'Cause that's a
Well, you
thing.
can't really like criticize it because they did that.
Yeah.
Like it absolves it of any criticism because Luke and Leia said it's cool.
Can I ask a question though in the subject of Palpatine? So in the end, right, we find out that Palpatine wants Rey to kill him so he can like inhabit her body or whatever and like get ultimate power.
Yeah.
So she does that. She kills him.
Not in anger.
Not in anger, and
So that doesn't count.
And
then.
I mean, because like, so I guess I was kind of given to understand this time maybe it's like for real because now his actual soul was destroyed too or something. Like she must have done
But
it
how?
in some kind. I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
Because he shot himself with lightning. Like,
Yeah.
is that the reason why?
Which, by the way, he's done a few times before. You would think that he would figure that one out.
And it's kind of weird too. It like mirrors Return of Jedi, but it doesn't feel quite as poignant as it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I agree.
And it kind of sucks when the same company is doing all the movies because the end of that movie is Avengers Endgame
Yes.
with Star Wars toys.
Yes.
It's the exact same. And like when she says I'm all Jedi in the theater, I like cringed. I was like, oh
I did too. I was like,
don't
"Ooh."
say that. That's weird.
And I am Iron Man.
Yeah, and I am
do
Iron
it
Man.
too.
It's just kind of weird. But another point of contention in that movie was I was about to leave when I thought Chewie had died.
Yeah.
That must have been quick because
I was
Yeah.
I was like a minute away from
man.
leaving.
I do remember that.
I was like,
That was so...
I was like, I looked to my wife and I was like, I think I'm gonna leave, dude. I can't have another person die.
But
Another
don't worry, a
original
split second
character.
later, you know.
Then everything's fine.
You're fine.
Well, then it's weird too, because like, why even have that if he's not actually gonna die?
Just because they were trying to pull all the fun tricks that they could just to try and
Subvert expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana, there's been a lot of negativity. Can you bring some positivity? Like, what did you like about the movie that you can remember?
Honestly, I it's been a long time since I've actually watched it. It's I feel like it was one of those movies though that I watched the one time and I'm like, I think that was
That's
enough.
You were
enough.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were good.
So you
Yeah.
didn't like it that much.
I mean, it was good, but I feel like there's other Star Wars movies out there that I
Or
enjoy
better.
Yeah.
way more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I will say though, I do like the reveal that she was a Palpatine, because
Really?
through the first two movies, there's a term with characters called Mary Sue. I don't know if you guys are
Yes, I
familiar with that.
Mhm.
Essentially, it's a character that can just do everything just because,
Mhm.
and there's no reasoning for it, and
Like
she
no
doesn't have to
training.
learn anything.
Yeah.
She just fits in, and it comes from like someone that wrote a Star Trek fan fiction that created a character named Mary Sue.
Mm.
Anyway,
I didn't know that.
it kind of fixes her Mary Sue-ness in the story that she's a Palpatine. Like why she's so powerful and why she's like being tugged to the dark side.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What do you think?
I thought that was an okay twist
Horse
myself.
poop.
You don't like it?
Daniel didn't like it.
Well, hold on. Let's.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't really have
You don't have
any
anything?
other feelings on it than that. I was just
I
kinda like,
feel
oh,
like
that's weird.
It's the best option they had at the time. I mean, you can't say that it's a Skywalker. That's too obvious. You can't say Obi-Wan because then
Although now we've got the question of like, so Palpatine, like, like you got to kind of figure that one out.
Well,
and be like, what?
there are theories that Palpatine is Anakin's father,
Oh.
and he like. I know we
Yeah,
hate
I've heard of that.
midi-chlorians, but he
He midi-chlorian
midi-chlorians.
him into existence.
Yeah, essentially, and I'm assuming that's what happened before.
Okay.
But I don't
alright.
think that's been confirmed. But
No,
I've
it's
heard
not
that
confirmed
before.
either.
But I do like that being the
So then it all comes full circle in that way.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it's again, that's not canon. I keep freaking hitting my thing. I've never done that before.
You're getting so frustrated about
I'm
this.
not.
You gotta
Really-
calm down a little
really-
bit.
I'm really not.
Yeah, but can I? So with Rey being a Palpatine, I feel like I don't feel like that was a good choice personally because I feel like Rey was never pulled to the dark side. she's too good. Like you can't really tell me that Rey was ever like thinking about going to the dark side. She just was like, I'm just good because I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, and like
They don't give much reason for it.
Like other than the fact that she shot lightning, which I'm sorry, that doesn't mean you're a Sith.
Yeah.
That just means you can shoot lightning.
I think just with the general public that they associate it with like
Right.
bad guy
Yeah,
powers.
the dark side.
But like in her mind, I feel like she's never done anything worthy of maybe moving to the dark side.
Yeah.
Like she was strong when she was facing Palpatine. She never thought of striking him down. Like there was like
that's
how
true.
Luke was in Return of the Jedi. Like there was that moment when you're like, oh, he could
Is he?
actually
Yeah.
like he could strike down his father right there and there. But he didn't. He like chose. He's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. There was no such thing.
That's a
for
much
Rey.
more personal story, though. I feel
Right.
Yeah.
because it's more about like more than kill the Emperor. It's can I save Darth Vader? And it's cool to like see at like the second when Darth Vader decides, nah, and
Yeah.
he kills the Emperor.
Throws him off the thing.
He was redeemed.
I think it's really
that's a good story.
it's it's kind of a story of hope too.
Yeah.
With
A New
with the
Hope
return,
almost,
yeah,
yeah.
A New Hope, yeah, with Return of the Jedi, because it's like no one's ever really lost,
Mhm.
but I feel like the end of Rise of Skywalker doesn't quite have the same.
No, I mean you don't end up with quite the same nice little like I don't know what you look at it and you're like I don't know what I'm supposed to learn from any of
Right.
this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know?
Well, yeah, if you look at the prequels, I think I said this on the podcast before, but if you look at the prequels, it's how Anakin got seduced by the dark side, then it's his redemption, and the sequel trilogy is about what?
Yeah, that's the question.
Like
what happened to his fan club after he was
What happened to his fan club?
That is like the perfect description. I am never going to use anything else
Oh
except
my gosh,
the
that's
sequel
awesome.
trilogy is about Anakin's fan club.
That's awesome.
Makes sense. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's true. There's no like overarching theme, which makes me again think they just went and said, "Hey, the cash cow. Let's feed it more, whatever, you know."
We need more Star Wars.
Yep.
Let's get it in there.
We need more toys.
So, how then do we all fit? And Tanner, I want to throw this one to you.
Okay.
How do you feel about because you said like this one Rise of Skywalker was just kind of it was there, it was good, you saw it and felt like okay, great, whatever. How do you feel about it? Like, would you like it if there was any more to the Skywalker saga? Do you feel like there's anything better they could do with it? Are you like the fact that they're done? How do you feel about that?
That was a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Honestly, I think it would be awesome that they do more. I think the problem is there's been too many people complaining about it.
Right.
That they decided, you know what, we've made a mess of this. Let's just not. let's
quit.
not do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like after Last Jedi, there was such a backlash, you know.
I think there's just they're trying to make everything like work together. I think they're trying to keep it all canon, and they need to kind of change it more to kind of like how comic book movies are.
Yeah.
Where you can have other things, and I think that's why they do want to go away from it. But like, I feel like they could still add some more.
Yeah.
That works with comic books though, and not with Star Wars per se. I don't think, because comic books, there's always different, timelines or different Earths where there's a different kind of that particular character. So it's like, I don't know, and I don't know. It's just. It's harder for lightning to strike twice, I think.
Harder for that dark side lightning to strike.
Yeah. Because even, like, with the prequels, I watched them not too long ago with my wife, and, like, she really liked Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So, like, I feel like even with their flaws, they're still good. There's, another case to be told for the Phantom Menace, but... I don't know. It doesn't have the same feeling as it. It's just kind of like your standard action movie.
What stories do you think still remain to be told in that? If they were to do another movie, what should it be? What's the story that needs to be told?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's like the best
They're
character.
gonna do that as a series, right?
Yeah, it's a TV
they are.
series.
Oh, well,
So are you talking about like what stories can be done within the sequel trilogy, or just like overall?
Just like in general.
In
So
that
moving
time.
away from like specifically the Skywalker saga. Like, what other stories would you like to see told in the Star Wars universe?
I mean, I'd like to see that. I can't remember that lady's name with the like glasses that move up and down, and she's like
Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's like in battles and things and all that. Like,
Yeah, she's got some
how,
weird
be
stories.
cool.
How
about
the
that,
heck
yeah.
did she even get the
Those awesome
lightsaber?
glasses?
Well,
Oh,
they-
right.
And the glasses.
Yeah.
Well, they also introduced that one character in Rise of Skywalker that's like friends with Poe, Zori or something.
Yeah.
I think she looked interesting, but I think they did that on purpose for you to be like, boy, I can't wait for that Disney Plus series.
I think I would like, because when Disney first bought Star Wars, I was kind of hoping they would move away from the whole guys with white helmets versus rebel type machines. Like, I was hoping they would kind of move away from that and kind of delve more into like other races and other things. Like, I feel like there's a lot to tell because it's such a huge world.
Honestly, what they should have done with the sequel trilogy is just all those people are long gone. They're legends. They've already died. They lived their lives through.
Yeah.
And then this is a new story.
Start a totally new story.
And it could still be someone that wishes they were Darth Vader, and it would be poignant.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting because it's like, you know, however many years after Darth Vader died, there's still people that try to be like him.
Yeah.
Although that wouldn't fulfill the I'm spacing the word right now, the prophecy of Weird Al.
I was gonna.
Because Weird Al, in his song Yoda, he says that Mark Hamill, or Luke, he's going to be playing the part till he's old and gray.
Does he really?
Yes,
That's
he does.
so funny. I forgot about that song.
So, yes.
Got that one. Yeah.
They had to fulfill that prophecy, and I believe they conspired with Weird Al in that situation.
They did my boy Luke dirty, I feel like.
To make him old and gray.
Yeah, anyway.
And be part of that movie.
That's another topic. Next time will be Skywalker.
No, it'll be Weird Al. And his prophecies.
Weird Al is a prophet.
But yeah, I don't know. What else is there to say about that movie? I feel like, you know, they just wanted it to end because they were tired of the backlash.
So if they hadn't put Palpatine in there, what ought they have done, do you think? Just had it be Kylo Ren?
Well, I liked the original director, Colin Trevorrow. But yeah, Trevorrow. I liked his, like, I don't know if you guys seen, like, they like released his script. Like, there's a YouTube video.
I remember reading it, but
I didn't see
I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video that actually shows what it would look like if he had actually directed and J.J. Abrams didn't. So I would have loved to see like that story be told because it's actually pretty legit. So you guys should look it up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Emperor is the biggest problem with the movie, but it does kind of screw up all that
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I do think, like, if I were to change one thing, it would be that ending and have Ben Solo and Rey get married. Have some little Skywalkers, and then that's it.
Have them maybe do like a musical number, like in Shrek at the very end when they get married.
No, not
Viva
even
la vida
close.
loca?
Oh my gosh, I hate Shrek.
No,
Yeah,
I'm with
it's
you
a
there.
good movie.
I get
It's a
that.
good, wholesome movie.
It
Come
is a
on.
good
I
wholesome
don't think
movie.
so, man. I would not show that to my kids. It's
Are we
got,
talking
like,
about Shrek, or
some
are we still talking about Star Wars?
very adult stuff in there, dude.
Star Wars, obviously.
Star Trek.
Star
Or wait, Star Shrek. That's what I meant to say.
That's good.
Star Shrek.
Star Trek on Star Wars. That's going to be their new movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Star Trek.
I like it.
Don't put it past them. Don't put it past them.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
true. But I do like, I will say, I do like what they did with The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
And I feel pretty confident about the Obi-Wan show.
And when does the Obi-Wan show come out?
We don't know. I think it got pushed back.
I think it's
'cause-
next year.
Is it next year?
Yeah.
Push back a little bit.
But it's got my boy Ewan McGregor. So.
Yeah, and he's
You
good.
won.
He's good. I have to. So confession, I have not seen The Mandalorian yet. I still need to do that.
You
That's a
need to
good one.
watch
I
it.
feel like I've watched it because I've seen so many Baby Yoda memes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not...
I have
That's
not
pretty much the whole show,
watched it.
man.
That's why
There's a little more to it than that. And I will say, the technology they developed for that show is freaking cool.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially, it's like a big LCD screen, and instead of having to go outside and like make sure the conditions are all right and do all that crap and have the correct lighting, they
Like
just
a
go
sunset.
blip blop.
Mhm.
This like they do it in like a game engine, and it looks real.
Yeah, Unreal Engine actually.
The like director will actually wear a VR headset and like
It's
look
amazing.
and watch,
Whoa.
and so
It's
he'll-
freaking
He'll
cool.
walk around in it and say, "Okay, this is where I want them to stand. This is where this
And
is gonna happen."
Some
and
of the
all that.
directors
So it's
for
pretty
the
cool.
episodes would be like, you would forget that you're inside because you look at it and you see like that horizon and you're like, holy crap, that looks real.
And how much
Yeah.
are they charging people to do this at Galaxy's Edge? That's what I want to know.
Oh my goodness.
But they're actually using the same technology for the
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
I'm-
I've heard that.
What
heard that
what I hope
news.
that show will be is him protecting young Luke Skywalker without his knowledge,
Mini Luke.
having like some kind of mystery thing going on.
Kind of hoping Liam Neeson comes back as Qui-Gon and they just
That
have
would
a
be
conversation.
interesting. His
That would be
That'd be
sweet.
awesome.
his Force Ghost.
Yeah.
I would love that actually. Wow, that's cool.
I don't know if he would ever do it, but that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, I mean.
Yeah, he might. That'd be
He's
cool.
pretty old now. I don't
Yeah.
know. They'd have to definitely do some CGI on him.
Is he still doing movies? I feel
Yeah.
like he's kind of done.
He
with
did the
action.
commuter.
He did Taken
last year.
16 or whatever.
There are a lot of takens.
He did a lot of those kind of movies after that. That's weird.
Mhm.
Seems like Taken and
I
then
will
all, like,
find you,
computer-
and I forget what I'm supposed to say. now.
My wife, my daughter, my dog. Who got taken this time? I don't know. My medicine? I don't
yeah.
know.
This time they took his mailman or something.
Man, yeah. Okay. Well,
All
Guys,
right.
that was epic.
that was epic.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you wanted to say, Dan?
What?
Dan. I meant to say Dan, and I said Daniel. And
Dan,
I was like, wait a
Daniel,
second,
Tan?
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan.
You are talking to me? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm
Did you have
given to
anything else to say?
No. No. I think we covered it. I think that
Yeah.
was fabulous.
That was well done, guys.
This was an episode requested by Dan himself. He wanted to
I did. It's true.
he wanted to get his thoughts out of this.
Next time you come on, we'll have to talk about Indiana Jones.
Oof,
and
Yeah,
I would
go
love
on
right.
that.
full on
Yeah.
depth on that one.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Talk
Another
about Crystal
Lucasfilm.
Skull.
Yep.
Well, yeah. We'll talk briefly about Crystal Skull and immediately forget it.
But listeners, let us know what do you guys think of Rise of Skywalker. Comment and let us know what you think, and and let us know what you think. So
Are you Palpatine people or are you not Palpatine
Are you?
people?
Yeah, non-Palpatines.
and let us know what you think. If I
And,
haven't said that enough times.
Yeah, and let us know what you think.
And
What do you
stay.
think? Somewhat original.
But not too original.
Just somewhat.
It's there to be limited.
I love the.
Do it. Hey, you somewhat original listeners. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're on YouTube, please leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. And also punch that notification bell so you can get the notifications of our new episode. Smell you later. Rewind.